Hey guys, welcome back. As you guys can see, we've got a new addition in the family. So this is the reason why I've been away and I haven't been able to create content because this little one has taken so much time. But yeah, we're back and I just wanted to just do this for you guys and let you know where have we been and also how our journey has been. Because it wasn't an easy journey. It wasn't something that just happened. But it's something that we both planned. So
See ya.
yeah, she's very busy. She's very busy.
Go to mom.
It. Say hi to everybody.
Say hi, everyone.
She doesn't know who she wants, eh?
Okay, boo boo.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, my love.
Okay, cool. So we're just gonna get right into it and then let you guys know the journey from when we decided to have this little one up till now. And then do you want to start off? How
No,
did
you
it
can.
happen? And
You can start.
you can start.
What do you mean? Okay, we see. I can't start. She doesn't want me to start. She doesn't want me to start. Mama start again. Again.
Okay, cool. So let me tell you guys how all of this happened. So we've been
You're
together
gonna break my
now
glasses.
for about, we're going on to 4 years now, right? And then he's going to say that he wanted it first, but I wanted it first.
I wanted the show. I've been wanting.
I wanted it first, and
Who
then
wanted you first?
when I suggested it, I think in our second year of dating, I was like, "Oh, I'm ready to have a baby," and he was like, "No, it's not time yet, right?" You remember
Okay,
this?
I'm
So
taking
he
off
was
the
like,
glasses.
"It's not time yet.
Happy.
Our finances are not properly, and because he wanted to give his child the world." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, sharp." And then after that, I think as time went by, then he started having the conversation that he wants a child now. And then I was like, "But aren't you the very same person who said we need to wait and first make sure that we are financially ready?" And then then the conversation stopped, right? And then I think the third year, it just happened. And then we kept trying. I'm not sure how long did it take. I'm not sure.
Oh, we went to see a gynae.
Yeah, we tried, and then when it didn't work, we were like, "Nah, let's go see a gynae." Then we went and consulted, and then the gynae explained something of your ovulation, and you need to look out for your dates, because maybe we were doing it on the wrong dates,
Yeah.
So then that happened, and then this happened.
See, I happened. Say hi. So how did I find out? I found out on my birthday. I can't tell you guys how old I am, but yeah, I'm very old. But anyway, I found out on my birthday. We went to some restaurant. What was it? I can't remember.
Some burger place.
There's a burger place in Pretoria.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I forgot the name. They sell I'll say the best burgers because I'm a burger expert. But yeah, other than music, but they sell the best burgers. It's in Pretoria. I forgot the name. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. So she took me out there for my birthday. They actually also have the nice milkshakes.
Yeah.
So yeah, she gave me the. It was a surprise. So she gave me a. What was it? What are these things?
the gift bags.
The gift bags, and then bam, it was a pregnancy test.
And you cried.
No, I didn't cry. I was just overwhelmed with feeling.
Happy birthday, baby. Happy birthday, baby. How did you feel?
I was excited. I was happy, man. Because I've always wanted a child, you know. I've always wanted a baby, or babies or kids. I come from a 3-boy family. It's not a huge family, but it's a somewhat big family, you know. And I've always wanted a child. So, because all my brothers have brothers. My late brother, my oldest brother, they have kids, you know. So it was about time. Because with me, so I lost my father in 2008. Yeah, 2008. I lost my father. And I remember when he was sick. And I said to him, he can't die yet. Because I don't want to get emotional. Because he still has to see my kids. I'm just happy that my mom got to see my kids.
Yeah.
Or my first child. Hopefully she'll get to see the third, the fourth, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. So yeah, that's how I found out. So I've always wanted a child. She'll tell you how she found out, because she found out before me.
Oh yeah,
I kept it a secret for long.
I found out before him. I think it was about 2 weeks before him. So I was with my gran in PTA, and then I was in a meeting. So I work from home, right? And I was in a Teams meeting, and it was a client meeting, and I fell asleep throughout that meeting. And then 30 minutes later, I woke up. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm still in a meeting, and here I am, I'm falling asleep. And then throughout the day, like throughout that week as well, I was feeling funny. And then I knew, I was like, nope, I'm pregnant. And then I bought a pregnancy test, because I kept one in my cupboard for just in case I needed to test. And then I tested, and when I found out, I cried. But I was like, I have to keep this a secret. I can't let him know yet, because his birthday was coming up in like 2 weeks. So I was like, because he said to me on his birthday, he was like, he doesn't want anything, right? And he didn't want us. He didn't want us spending money, lots of money and stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. He doesn't want a gift, but I can give him this gift. And even when I gave him the gift bag at his birthday lunch, he was like, babe, but we did say that we're not doing any present. Until he opened up his present. And that was the best gift, right?
Yeah, the best gift I've ever gotten.
So, our birth story is very complicated. So, I had a gynae, right? So, we've traveled here. We went to 3 different gynaes.
It's the medical aids, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like, I know it's a business, but, medical aids need to be considerate. Because of the medical aid, we had to switch so many. Because the more you want out of a medical aid, is the more expensive it becomes.
Yeah.
We're not saying we can't afford it. We're just saying, like, if you want a proper medical aid, you're gonna have to pay like 8,000, 9,000. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I'm not saying we can afford that. I'm just saying. So because of the medical aid, yeah, we had to go from a gynae we kind of liked. I just had my issues with her. But yeah, yeah.
And then we went to a birthing center that I wanted to give birth at, only to find out that some of the gynaes don't take the medical aid plan that I'm on. But then they gave me a midwife, right? And and then okay, I had this specific midwife, but it just seemed like she didn't want me there. She didn't care, and we just felt very uneasy, especially because this was our first baby. So we were very uneasy with her and her behavior. And then we Googled. Then we found another gynae in Mountbatten. And then only to find out that the hospital that he's assigned to is not under my, what is it, Smart Networks, no? It's not under there.
Yeah, the so they have a whole list of network. Some gynaes are under the network, but the hospitals they work at are not on the network, and then
yeah, then we had to Google.
Some hospitals are under the network, but the gynaes are not under the network. So yeah.
Then yeah, we went into Google mode, searching.
Last minute.
Yeah, last minute. Then we found another birthing center. Then we went there. We went to consult, right?
Yeah, it was a consultation.
Yeah, it was a consultation. And then letting them know our journey and the different gynaes that we had, and letting them know why we want to change. And then on that day, they were like, how come your gynae didn't catch this? And we're like, what? And they're like, your high blood
and then comes
is way too high.
And then comes the reason why I was not she liked the gynae, I won't lie, but me, I just had my own. Listen, when you're a gynae, I feel like you need to be accessible to your clients or your, what do they call you guys? Your patients. There were times where she was very sick and we couldn't get a hold of the gynae.
Yeah.
She didn't have an emergency line.
Yeah, so that raised the red flag for him.
Yeah, so you don't have an emergency line because with the clinic that we ended up going with, they have an emergency line. Doesn't matter if it's a public holiday, if it's at night, if it's midnight, it doesn't matter. They have a contact line where if anything happens, we can easily call and they can give us instructions of what to do and whatnot. So, yeah, then it was the whole, she didn't, I won't lie, when I found out I was very angry. I was mad. I was livid,
And this is at 36 weeks now, mind
you understand what I'm saying?
The center is letting me know that my high blood is way too high. And they were like, I'm not leaving. They're booking me. And then they were like, if my high blood doesn't go down, we're going to have to go into labor and do a C-section. And he kept pleading with the doctors, can it please be 37 weeks? And then I stayed in the hospital for about a week, until the high blood went down.
Just to let you guys know, right? It's not a matter of I don't care, because I know, high blood and anything, complications and all of that. Let me explain. I have my own knowledge on C-sections, and C-sections, we call it cutting, but anyway, and natural birth, right? I want a big family. She knows I want a big family, and I know that C-sections limits what I knew at that moment. It limits the amount of kids you have, right? If I remember, I remember it as you can only have 2 kids. So this is the first one and the second one. I only found out later that it's not like that. The first C-section is like, you can, if you just have a C-section with the first child, and you have a natural birth, you can still have a natural birth
With the
after the
second
second one. And if you do that, you can have as much of amount of kids you want. I found out that I think 2 weeks before we gave birth.
Yeah.
So yeah, so listen to all the people out there. I know you're gonna come at me. No, it wasn't a matter I don't care about her health. It was just I want to build a big family with her. So yeah.
Aww.
Kidding. Moving on.
And then I got booked, guys, and I stayed at the hospital.
Which she didn't like.
I didn't like it for about a week.
That's 2 weeks.
Was it 2 weeks?
That's long. Huh?
And then my high blood went down.
Yeah, it was controlled. And
It
then
was
we came
controlled.
back home.
Then
Came back home.
I came back home, and then I had another appointment.
It was a routine checkup. Because they said because
high blood.
yeah because of the what's this because of the condition she was in or they were in, or what was you she has to
Irregularly.
it was because I know what is it, you normally go there after 2 weeks, no?
Yeah, after 2 weeks.
But because of her she had to come in weekly.
Oh yeah, it was every second day.
Second day?
Yeah, it was two.
No, it was every Tuesday. If I remember, they said Tuesday and then you.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was Tuesday and Thursday. Then when I went in on the Tuesday, then I had to get booked again.
Yeah, they're like, you're not going home.
Yeah.
It was another guy even.
It was another guy.
Yeah, she was like, nah, you're not going home.
Then I got diagnosed with preeclampsia. Because my feet were also swollen, and they said my face is also swollen, and they have to monitor me now. So they called me a risk patient, basically. And then they monitored me. They gave me the high blood tablets that I had to drink every day. Oh, guys, being in hospital is such a process because every
those at
every
private
hour.
hospitals getting fed breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
No, but guys, it's admin because every hour somebody's coming to check up on you. Somebody is poking you, feeling you, taking your high blood, your blood pressure and all of that. And then, then this one came. So on that day, so they usually have this thing that they put around you, right, around your tummy, to hear and see like the child's heartbeat. And they were like, she's flatlining. Then they gave me tea. They gave me tea and biscuits.
You're skipping the morning call that you guys gave me.
Yeah, I'm still coming to that.
At
so
6 a.m.
They gave me tea and biscuits and called my doctor. The sisters called my doctor, and then the doctor came and they took the results again, and her heart rate was still flatlining. And then they were like, no, you're giving birth today. Then I had to call him and tell him that, no baby, we're giving birth today, it's happening. Yo guys, was he not Michael Schumacher? I didn't even think that he was going to make it, hey? And then
I'm a driver.
That day he drove, hey? I didn't think he was.
And it was traffic. It was during the week, Thursday traffic.
Yeah, and then they were like, the baby's coming today. There's nothing that they can do.
Because they were trying to push for
37
weeks.
But it was impossible because we would have lost her if we went past that day because her heart rate was flatlining. And
she
then
doesn't want it anymore. We
went to theater, which is something that I didn't want because I wanted a natural birth. But God's will, guys. Take it. She wants to eat your finger.
She wants the milk. Have you decided what you want?
She does this thing where she's looking and I'm like, who's she looking at?
No, she's looking at the milk. Anyway.
Then I went to the theater And then they stuck some long needle in my spine. And then I laid down and they took me in. And I think when the meds kicked in, he walked right through the doors, and I couldn't believe it.
On time.
On time.
Never there, but always on time. I'm king.
And my doctor was feeling so sad, but she was like, there's nothing that they can do. And she was trying to make me feel better. And she's like, we're going to sing happy birthday. We're going to play pardon. We're going to play soothing music. You can play anything that you want, you know. And she was like, the baby's going to be healthy. And baby was healthy when she came out, and very stubborn. And I cried. I didn't see you if you cried, but I cried. Then baby came. And then what happened? Then we went home.
No, you guys were in hospital for like
3 days, 4 days.
Thursday. Just hold on. I'm trying to sneeze. Thursday, Friday, and then we left on Saturday.
Then we came home. Normal Saturday.
Then, well, not normal. Just normal isn't like we have to feed her and blah blah blah.
Yeah, normal Saturday. You know, we first time parents. We googling over our baby. You know, this one is changing the nappy. I'm breastfeeding, or we supplemented as well, so we had milk, you know, so we were creating that. And then Sunday happened.
No, it was a normal Sunday. It was a normal waking up in the morning and feeding and eating and all of that. But I think...
Yeah, but she was tired.
She was overly tired.
Yeah, she was sleeping. She slept too much. And
I think she slept for hours that day.
Yeah, so that was a bit concerning. And then when I looked at her eye color was changing. I told you about it. Even mom is like, Puli, good for you. You know your child. I told you about the eye color, and I was like, baby, come and see. And then remember you came, because we were right here in the lounge, and then you came and you looked at her eye. And then you were like, if we worried, we should go to the doctor.
I said, let's go to the doctor.
Then we went. We're not going to tell you about the admission process, because it was a bit difficult getting a hold of
private hospitals have their own way of thinking, and... so I don't wanna.
You don't wanna go there.
No, I don't wanna go there. But then we had to.
Then baby
got admitted.
Yeah, baby got admitted.
Listen, I'm a bad memory.
Yeah.
But there's a guy that really I owe him. I need to go get him a bottle of something. I owe him a lot, because if it wasn't for him, so he really, really helped us, because he called his friends.
Yeah.
And the friend doctor came in, and I remember the friend, when he was telling me, he said that apparently the doctor told the hospital that she doesn't care about no process, because she had jaundice. So she said she doesn't care about any process, because the child was released yesterday. She came back today, so there's no need of no process. So she got admitted, and she went to NMU,
NMU or NICU.
It's NMU. NICU is something else.
But she also had NICU.
That was later on.
Yeah, that was later on. So we don't go back to that.
Because it was a bad.
Yeah.
It
wasn't a nice experience.
Because it was September, right? So it was September, October. It was a whole of October and a bit of November of just the worst experience ever. Listen, it was a worst experience, because having to leave our child at the hospital every day to come back home was not nice. And then finding out that your child has stomach infection because of some negligent nurse, it is just the worst. But then November we got released again. She got released again. She was in good health. even though I had my own opinion on how they were releasing kids that day, that week. But yeah, she got
released.
She got released. She came back home.
And the rest is history.
And the rest is history. I know how to make them, huh? Look at that.
Would you have another child?
We are planning to. I don't know why you're asking me the question. I'm just waiting for her to turn like 2 years. She
After
says
3 years.
2 years. Listen, you know what I believe? Okay, let me explain. You guys, please comment there below and tell me your opinion, right? This is my opinion. So I come from a 3-sibling family, right? And we were born highly separate ages.
There was an age gap.
Yeah, there was a huge one. With me and my brothers, I think there's like a 10-year, if not a 15-year gap. With them two, it was like a 7-year gap. Let me think. No, with them it's not that bad. I think it's a 5-year gap.
5 year.
I think it's a 5-year gap. Me and the second born, we had our differences, but we got along
like a house on fire.
But them themselves, they had their own thing. And then me and the oldest had our own thing, you know. I really don't... I feel like it can... listen, if you come from a family with a 2-year, 1-year age gap, please let me know. I wouldn't know. But I want my kids to be very close. You know, I know they're going to have their differences. But I this one...
Forever dropping stuff.
And I have to pick them up. I want them to be close, you know, and I feel like them being close aged can kind of like help, because then they can understand each other, you know. When this one turns 12, the other one is only turning 10, you know. So it's really not that bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's me. She says 3 years, I say 2 years. I want a big family. I think I just want to adopt at like the 5th child. That's me. I want to adopt. But later on, I want to have my own kids. Maybe 4 or 5 kids. 6 maybe. 7, yeah.
You asked me for permission.
Am I asking for permission?
Did you ask me for permission to have 5 kids?
Why do now women feel like... Let me not get into this because I know I'm going to get attacked.
Yeah.
We're forgetting tradition, but I don't want to...
I
don't want to get into that. Like, nah, it's not about... You come from a 1-child family.
Yeah, so I'm the only child, so I also want a big family.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've always said that I want 5
My dad was the only child. He calls himself Jesus, by the way. Or he used to call himself Jesus. Because he comes from one more child. But anyway.
Yeah, so I want 5 kids. I've always wanted like 3 boys, 2 girls. So yeah, we'll see. 2 or 3 years. Only time will tell.
2 years, dog.
We'll see. If it happens, it happens.
2 years.
God's plan.
2 years.
Hey guys. Sorry, we just had to cut there abruptly. Because the Nana was being very fussy, as you can see that she's sleeping now, so she was just being fussy. I think we're just gonna end it off there for today, so that we can just allow her to get her beauty sleep. But we're having fun. We're finding this as a magical journey. We didn't know the type of parents that we would turn out to be, and I know that he's a great dad.
You're a great mother also.
Thanks, love. And just seeing how he is with and her name is Siaka. Just seeing how her father is with her, the level of care he is when it comes to her, looking after her, taking care of me. This has just it, like every day that I watch them and I watch how he is with her, it has healed that little girl inside of me, and I'm so proud that he's her father. Yeah, he did that for her. So yeah, I love being a mom.
She's a great mother, but just because I'm not
No, I don't want you to say anything. Cause
exactly, she's gonna cry.
Yeah.
But she just know she's an amazing mother. I wouldn't have. We have our. It's so funny. We have our differences, but it's so funny that a feeling of. You know when you have a fight with people or a person, and you're like, "Ah, I regret. I don't regret. I'd repeat the same, and I wouldn't have wanted a better person to be with and to share this beautiful experience with, and many more to come. She's an amazing mother. She's a very caring mother. She's a perfect mother. Perfect in mine, and because people understand there's no perfection, but in my view, she's a perfect mother. She's a good mother. So yeah, I don't want to make her cry because she's gonna fight me. So.
Yeah, so I that's about it, guys. I'm finally back, and I'm so excited to create content. I can't wait to get back to my baking business. If you haven't followed them yet, it's Bully's Cupcakes. So I can't wait to get back to the business. I can't wait to get back to food blogging, and just living life.
I'm not living life yet.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please like, subscribe,
And click the bell button.
bye everyone.
Peace.